Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, table tennis fans all around the world, it is finals day here at the season opening WTT Star Contender in Doha 2025. I'm your commentator, Fraser Riley. Thank you so much for joining us, and a belated Happy New Year to all of you. It is going to be a jam-packed start to the session here. We have 4 singles semi-finals. All action now on table 1. We will have the first of the finals today, the mixed doubles final at 1:30 local time. We'll then have roughly a 2-hour break, and we'll begin with the singles finals at 4 p.m. local time. 5th edition of this star-studded event. It is the 2nd consecutive year that we have kick-started a WTT season here. So then, our 2 stars, 2 youngsters who have known each other for some time. MIYUU KIHARA, former world youth champion in orange here, and CHENYI, who has just come on leaps and bounds in the last couple of seasons. Her opponents, CHENYI 20, KIHARA the same age. KIHARA the higher ranked player, 29 in the world. She's been as high as 13, which she achieved back in 2022. CHENYI 39 in the world. She's currently at a career high ranking. You wouldn't be surprised to see it rocket after this event. The sky really is the limit for the Chinese player. She's won 2 WTT senior titles, and KIHARA has just won the 1, and that was actually in 2022 here in Doha. She won the 2022 Star Contender Doha, beating Han Ying in the final. So special memories for the Japanese player here. What about today, though? Could she get through to the finals? Or will CHENYI, who's already achieved a career best getting to the semis, go even further? MIYUU KIHARA to begin here. Best of 5 semi-final. Head-to-head between the 2 players couldn't be any tighter. They've played 6 times and it's 3-all. The last 2 times that they've played, KIHARA won. Their last meeting at the WTT Contender in Taiyuan last year was 3-1 to KIHARA. First time they played was at the 2019 World Junior Championships in Thailand, in the junior girls team final. KIHARA won that. But in 2021 through to 2022, CHENYI had a streak of 3 wins against MIYUU. So it's a very, very tough one to call here. Wouldn't want to put my head on the chopping block and make a prediction. This one could be really tight. It's a nice spin there from CHENYI. Tactically, you imagine that she's going to have to find ways to stitch and stretch MIYUU KIHARA, who has short pimples on her backhand. Likes to punch. She has to time the ball perfectly because she can't create as much arc with that backhand side, or as much spin. But the beauty of the short pimples is that you can sort of dismiss your opponent's topspin a little bit easier. And backspin. See that there? Punches right off the service. That was a dismissive receive. Shovel serve a bit wider from KIHARA. Nice containing play from CHENYI. Didn't overcommit, just absorbed the heavy KIHARA topspin. Nice close racket angle, stayed relaxed to block that ball. You can see It's not so easy for Chenyi to meet the ball how she needs to when Kihara punches into the middle, and hitting the crossover of Chenyi is going to be a good tactic. She's a taller player, has a bigger crossover section to hit into. So Kihara will be trying to sort of suffocate her for space. Three ahead here, the Chinese player. Ooh, great length. You could see how Chenyi didn't want to commit to that. Potentially back-breaking situation. Just attackable. She knew her best chance was to spin Chen, but very, very difficult because of the length. And all of a sudden now just a one-point game. Kihara closing the gap. Could she level? She's looked very calm in this women's singles campaign. But that serve just drifts a tad too long. Chenyi stamps her authority. Long service. She backed it up well. Amazing for the Miyuus, Miyu Nagasaki, Miyu Kihara, that they've made it to the semi-finals here. But these are going to be some tough tests against Chinese players in the semis. But the semi-final is Kwaiman and Nagasaki. Four very young players in the semis here. Tried to slap it, Kihara. Flat hit it. She felt like the ball was high enough trajectory to play that. She missed, and it's 3 game points. Saves the first. And at the second time of asking, Chenyi wins the first game 11 points to 8. Could this fairy tale run continue for the Chinese star? She wins game number 1 in 5 minutes. I feel like Chenyi really picked her moments to serve long there. Did so in exemplary fashion. She followed up well as well. She recovers quickly for a longer-limbed player. Let's talk about the improvement of Chenyi, because she played her first star contender in Bangkok 2023. Lost in the round of 16. Should I say she played her first star contender in Doha here, 2022, lost in the qualification round, but then she achieved a much better round in Bangkok, round of 16, and that is the furthest that she's ever gone. Played the star contender in Lanzhou the same year. Very, very difficult event there because of how many Chinese players entered, and she reached the round of 16 there too. But this by far is the best that she's ever done. I think that's safe to say. 2 WTT senior titles, both at feeder level. Out of the 350 matches that she's played, she's got an imperious record. Won 291 matches, lost only 59. In terms of Kihara's record, played 424 matches, won 302, lost 121, so very good for her there as well. Kihara's played nearly more than 50 events than CHENYI. It's hard to tell sometimes about the confidence of Kihara. She has beaten some Chinese A-listers before, most notably Wang Yidi. But when you beat a Chinese player like that, it's like you're prodding the bee's nest. So many Chinese players, and they'll all just hone in on you, study you, work out how to beat you. Oh, that's a nice counter from Kihara there. Played the parallel levels here. Now gets a point ahead. Very important game here for both, but especially Kihara. Best of 5 women's singles semi-final. Doesn't want to go 2-0 down. Ooh, just clips the net on the way through. But fortune favoured the brave. Kihara got him first. Again, playing that line.
5, 7.
Oh yeah, her forehand's been a different class here, Kihara. Meeting each and every ball as she needs to. Perfect timing, transferring her weight out in front. Subtle weight transfer. Covers quickly. Oh, and she does there as well. CHENYI, a bit flustered. She thought like that was going to be her point. Somehow Kihara gets it back off the angle. Some streak. And the onslaught continues. 5 game points. CHENYI's forgotten what it feels like to win a point. Remember, CHENYI was 5-4 up. 6 points in a row for Kihara. CHENYI saves game point number 1 here. A flat hit. Straight knockout. Deadening effect that we talk about with the short pips. Unplayable if you're not best placed to return. Kihara levels. Crucial that she did. Another 5-minute game. We are all square in this women's singles semi.
5.
Kihara, the comprehensive victory there in that last game. Fanning backhand. I feel like the strokes of CHENYI are of very good quality, but she's up against balls of different spins and depths. That's the tricky thing when you play Kihara. Oh, that's a beautiful combination. Push long, invited the spin, got the bat high. That was textbook. Talking about this yesterday, but I think with the sudden rise of Odo and Yukoi, it's really given Kihara and Nagasaki, who are women's doubles partners, to take it up a gear, work even harder, try and play with even more intensity. It's given them reason to fight. Odo and Yukoi winning the women's doubles title yesterday, of course, emphatically. Now the world #1 pair. Japan have some fantastic stars now. That Champions Montpellier was crazy in terms of the atmosphere. Odo, the only Japanese woman to win a Champions. Even Hayata hasn't done that. Miwa Haramoto, of course, losing prematurely here. She lost to Orang Paranang of Thailand. That was headlining victory for the Thai player. Nice here from CHENYI. Strawberry push. Kihara just nudging through like her usual self. I feel like the longer the rally goes on, the more I fancy Kihara. Oh, that's a lovely punch. There are some phenomenal punches in the women's game. You think of Adriana Diaz, the most famous player who does that. Hannah Goda likes it as well. Kihara, with the short pips, does it most often. Just catches the net, but it is a good receive from Kihara. Take nothing away from it. It's the shorter side to play. It's a pinpoint, bit of precision. That's a smooth backhand. Crisp attack. Kihara now with the serves 2 ahead. Slowed it down. That was clever. Kihara calls the timeout. A few points on the trot here for CHENYI. It's the first timeout of the match being called upon there. So let's see what happens next. Kihara with a slender lead. big hello to all of you in our live chat. Great to see some of your comments. Hope you're enjoying yourself as much as I am. And I'm sure you're looking forward to a brand new season here in World Table Tennis. We have the Contender Muscat coming up very, very soon. And then the marquee event of World Table Tennis kick-starting at the end of the month, the Singapore Smash. First Smash of the season. We have 2 new Smash locations confirmed in Sweden and the USA. So much to look forward to as we turn a new leaf here. So then Kihara has called upon a timeout. See if it helps her. Not initially, at least. Chenyi levels. Yeah, look at that. Spanks it again with that punch. I think longer serves may work a little bit better for Chenyi. She has bigger adjustment to make. Serving short, then having to go out a little bit to receive the attack. A strong receive of Kihara. Chenyi doesn't want to have to make those adjustments too much. It's a very elegant shot there from Kihara, stretching Chenyi wide backhand. 3 game points. Kihara is 2-1 up now. The timeout seemed to have done wonders for her. Chenyi struggling. And that means that the Japanese player just needs 1 more game if she is to live to see a dinner date for 2 in the finals. Longest game so far, 7 minutes, 34 seconds. Kihara in the... But you know how the players got through to this semi-final. Chenyi defeated Du Hoi Kem, legendary player from Hong Kong, China, in 3 straight games, then defeated the Queen of Egypt, the lefty, and 16th seed Dina Meshref. And then she picked up a brilliant win, defeating the #1 player from Japan, the Olympic bronze medalist Hina Hayata. Won that 11-7 in the decider, and then defeated the 5th seed, her teammate Chen Chenyi. Some brilliant wins there for Chenyi. Kihara beat Aya Mohammed of Qatar, the wild card, pretty comfortably. Then defeated the star contender Goa finalist Nina Mittelham 3-1. Then the salsa stepper Maria Shao, who had a good campaign, 3 games to 1 as well. And then yesterday she beat Shin Yu Bin to extend her head-to-head to 6-2 over the Korean star. So both of these players brimming with confidence coming into this semi-final. Dead even on the head-to-head, but I think the fact that Kihara won their most recent encounter could have something to do with this psychologically. Certainly be fuel to Chenyi's fire. She'll be motivated to get her revenge. And now Chenyi calls her timeout. Slipping out of her fingers. That's a punishing shot from Yukihara. She needs to make her move now, the Chinese style. Let's see if she can. So Chenyi has yet to score a point in this must-win game. 3-0 to Kihara. She looks really relaxed. The former World Youth Champion. She's really enjoying herself here, expressing herself, shot by shot. Right idea. Kihara nods there in approval. At least the intention was good. Did well there, Chenyi, to play the parallel on the block. Didn't have much time or space to do that. Well, that's way too good from Kihara. You can see by the time Chenyi's got her bat high, ready to counter, the ball's already coming at her so quickly. Smothering play from MIYUU. That was nice. Right back to where it came from. But the lead is the same for MIYUU. Still 3 points. Good body language here from Chenyi, though. She's trying to keep her chin up. Last thing she wants is to fight herself. Hard enough fighting the opponent. She's still there. The longer she can stay with Kihara, the more taxing it's going to be on the Japanese star mentally. The more frustrating it's going to become. Ooh, that was one that she really had to make. Four is the lead, 4 is the need for Yukihara. She reduces the deficit to 2, and she did that against both of Kihara's serves. She has to serve well here, Chenyi. I still feel as though the long serve is a better choice. She has to have some kind of surprise factor. She cannot allow Kihara to get into a rhythm, particularly with that backhand to then forehand sequence. Plays it into a decent position, but Kihara with a bellowing stroke again. No hesitation. Superb. Superb. She will surely win it from here. Five match points. First one saved. Hanging on here, Chen. Went for the kill. Good shot selection from Chen-Yi. Oh, a bit of fortune to finish. It's 3 wins in a row for Miyu Kihara over Chen-Yi. She's through to the final here. 2 Japan-China clashes in the women's singles semi-finals, and Kihara has won the first of them. Could she do what she did in 2022, where she beat Han Ying in the women's singles final? We shall find out later today.